Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the UCF Knights offense making their way on the field to open this game. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, USC.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. UCF offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Grab down the middle. It's Glover. Enough for a 1st down at the 37.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. The Knights pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, UCF. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT is good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the USC Trojans offense out there for their first possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Moss. The tight end has got it. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up an important third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. First punt of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Velasquez. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Boy, nice pickup there, Chris. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up another big play.
The Knights looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Knights. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Back to pass. It's Moss. He's running out of time here. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Knights pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready?
Ball handed off. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. Kicking team after the PAT try. SPHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Escapes the pocket. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. The offense really clicking here. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, nice. Strong game by this quarterback. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Catch made on the left side, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this that can catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And completion makes it second and short. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And now another deep ball here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looking to pass here on second down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, and now it's third down. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
And the USC offense is back out on the field.
Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as any.
The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Caught over the middle. It's James. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. 1st and 10 now for the offense. He'll ride the back again here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Ready up.
He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Knights pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And a there before the defense defense brings him down. It's third down for the offense. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead trying to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
Look at a throw on third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, UCF. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And with the PAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Moss. Short connection to the tight end here. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Here's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a quick grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to... to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
And here's the handoff. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. first down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And it's UCF in the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, SC. So here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Here we go, third down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Trying to find room, it's Montgomery. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Knights will have to kick this away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Moss. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Press coverage now from the secondary. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's James. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking right. This one caught. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show.